During the Middle Ages, Munich's historic center was protected by a city wall that featured 4 large towers as well as 5 smaller ones. The fortification was built between 1285 and 1347 and actually replaced a smaller inner city wall that was built in the 12th century. During the 18th century, the population of Munich started to grow steadily, and fortifications hindered the expansion of the city. So the Elector of Bavaria decided in 1791 to tear down the walls encircling the city. Of these gates, only 3 actually remain. One of the 3 remaining gates is the Karlstor, and this originally had 3 towers, but the tallest central tower was destroyed in 1857 when gunpowder that was stored in the tower exploded. The 2 side towers were renovated in 1861. Munich, or München, means home of the monks. And although a settlement in the Munich area can be traced back to the late Neolithic period, its Christian origins actually relate to a Benedictine monastery that was close by, probably founded around 750. In 1157, Henry the Lion, the Duke of Bavaria, granted the monks the right to establish a market where the road from Salzburg met the Ischar River. A bridge was built across the river that following year, and the market was fortified. Throughout the centuries, Munich was doing pretty well for itself in size and economics up until the 30 Years' War, when it was occupied by the Swedes. In 1632 and in 1634, a plague resulted in the death of about 1/3 of its population. Protestants didn't become citizens of Munich until the 19th century. Up until then, it had been purely a Roman Catholic town. The Sendlinger Tor Gate is actually the oldest of the three remaining gates from Munich's outer city walls. This gate is presumably built around 1318 and was the gateway for the trade route to Italy. The tall central tower was demolished in 1808, and in 1906 the three arches that connected the two outer towers was replaced by this single large arch to enable cars to pass in and out of the gate. When you walk through this gate, you walk into a whole new world, all new construction. It's a whole new city. Actually, all around this Old Town area, it's like a whole different place. The bombing of Munich took place mainly in the later stages of World War II. This entire area was reduced to rubble by the carpet bombing, and about 90% of the area was totally destroyed. Prior to the bombing, Hitler didn't want to have the residents see his troops taking all the artwork out because it would be a sign of defeat. So instead, he left all the centuries of artwork there to be destroyed. What he had his people do was take pictures of everything that was there. Then after the war, it was those pictures that actually was used to reconstruct this area so that it looks like what it did before the war. And those restorations are actually still going on. The Theatine Church of St. Cajetan is a Catholic church built from 1663 to 1690. It was founded by Elector Ferdinand Maria and his wife as a gesture of thanks for the birth of their long-awaited heir to the Bavarian crown, Prince Max Emanuel, in 1662. The Filderhahn Hall is a field marshal's hall, and it's a monument built in 1841 by King Ludwig I of Bavaria to honor the traditions of the Bavarian army. However, in 1923, it was also the site of a brief battle that ended Hitler's beer hall putsch, and that's all we'll say about that.